Ace McCloud, daring air operations expert.
Hey everybody, welcome to the toy review. On this one we have...
The Centurions.
The Centurions.
Power Extreme, Man and Machine. Or Man and Machine Power Extreme. There we go. Wrong way around. That's great.
So, I never ever watched this as a kid. I was born in 1985, and when was this out?
This was released in 1986.
1986, so I was 1 year old, so I didn't really catch this, and I didn't catch any reruns or anything in the future, so I've never seen one episode of the cartoon this, so I don't know if it's good, don't know if it's bad, but here are the figures. Did you say you watched a bit when you was a kid?
I remember very briefly watching like a rerun of it. It must have been like very late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
But I don't actually remember much. I just remember really like seeing another kid with one of these figures and really wanted one. And for some reason I've always wanted one, even though I never really remember anything of the cartoon.
Yeah, the figures look really nice. So
yeah.
Who should we start with first then?
We're going to start with, not that one.
Not this
or
one?
That one. We're going to start with Ace McCloud.
Ace McCloud, greatest name in the world.
He is the daring air operations expert.
Nice.
Donning a blue power suit, he is a brave but cocky womanizer who is sometimes at odds with Jake. His weapon systems are best suited for aerial missions, including one specially designed for space battles.
Nice.
So I thought it'd be quite interesting to show you how actually big these figures are, because when people see them in photos they think, oh, they look quite good, but they don't realise how big they are. And for comparison, we have a Lion-O figure. So as you know, Thundercat figures are quite big for action figures.
And he won't stand up.
And he won't stand up.
Typical of Thundercat figures.
He's just a little bit.
There we go.
So there you can see. So Ace McCloud's a tiny bit taller.
So it's quite a chunky big figure.
He is, yeah, and it's also a tiny little bit bigger. So let's talk about the articulation. So of course his head not only turns... Oh, sorry, I can't see it there, sorry. Ooh. Not only does his head turn left and right, it also goes up. Looks up, doesn't really look down. He has up and down arm articulation, but it can also go out,
which is nice,
and in slightly, moving legs and bending knees. Nothing in the ankles or the wrists.
Good articulation for a figure that old.
Well, again, comparing to the Thundercat figures, in which they only move their heads, their arms, and their legs, it's a lot more articulation, really.
Yeah, it's nice.
Now, obviously, this is not the full figure. Let's do a jump cut.
Jump cut.
And we're back. So this is Ace McCloud in his Skyknight battle gear.
And it looks ace.
Yeah, Ace McCloud. Now this is where Centurion figures are really quite unique. You may have noticed that they all have, that there's actually quite a few of these holes here. That means you can put weapons pretty much nearly anywhere you want. So if you decide you want the missile further up, you can put it further up.
Which is a great idea. I actually love that.
So you can really sort of almost customise your figures. Again, he's got, you can pretty much anywhere where there's holes you can plug something in. This action, they also have an action feature, and what the action feature is let me just take this chest piece off here. You might not see it very clearly, but this piece here is very different from all the other holes. That's because when you plug something into there, and let's put him onto his back foot, turn him round, and you turn the piece, there's an action feature behind. Now, Ace McCloud is actually quite boring. It's just the wings go up and down and the gun moves. So again, let me show you there. It's just when you twist that. But other ones have better action features, which we'll show you in other videos. So this is that's all you really is to him, really. To be fair, there's not
does look
much.
Very cool though.
It does look cool, and I like the fact that you can kind of customise it, and there's no any certain set way in which to put them in.
No, I like that. You can put anything where you want, and he just looks ready for battle.
Yeah.
He looks really cool, and yeah, I probably would have really liked this figure if I had one when I was a kid. but it seems like one of those ones that the pieces would go missing.
Oh, definitely.
So this is a rare thing, really, to see it with all the bits and everything. I don't know if anything's actually missing from this.
Nothing's missing. This is complete.
Well, there you go. So that I reckon, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's a rare thing because, yeah, look at that. Just that one of these missiles going missing or something, or that bit going missing, just seems likely for this kind of figure.
Oh, definitely.
But really, really cool idea. I love the fact you can put the weapons anywhere you want. And I know the action feature's a bit boring, but it has one.
Yeah.
Which is cool, and it's got the cool helmet. I just think he looks great, and he's really sturdy, and he stands well. He doesn't flop over or anything or get top heavy. I'm really impressed with this figure. He
is quite chunky, you know. He does have a bit of weight to him. He's not really heavy, but again, in a way, sort of like a Thundercat figure. Thundercat figure's got a bit of weight to it.
Look like he can be really played with and still not have an arm fall off or get that much damage, really.
I think the joints are a lot more stable as well, because again, with Thundercat figures, they do end up very loose joints and stuff like that, whereas this one, I don't know if it is a problem with Centurion figures, but it just seems a bit sturdier.
Yeah.
So.
But no, I really like this guy. I think he looks really, really cool.
So that is Ace McCloud.
Ace McCloud. And it's such a good name for him.
Yeah.
For that kind of character. And it's very 80s, having it, because he is the pilot guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he's got Ace McCloud, which is a quite, a hilarious name for a guy who flies around the air. So I really like that. So that's Ace McCloud from the Centurions. Or Centurions, I should say.
The Centurions. Man and machine, power extreme. Got it right that time.
So that's him.
Yeah.
He looks ace. So like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you've you had him, or if you watched the cartoon, or if you've always wanted him, and just let us know. So we'll see you for the next one.
Bye.
Bye.